Hey everybody, what's up? It's August. Thank you for coming back and joining me for your free class with Zyre Yoga. I'm Kayla. Please take a moment and hit like and give me a little comment to tell me that you're here so that I know that people are watching. Couple of things before we begin. I have some yoga retreats coming up, so if you want to join me in person on a trip, it'll be super fun. We're going to Nicaragua in February, Joshua Tree in April, and I'm going to Wales in June. So if you aren't yet subscribed to my email list, go ahead and find www.zyreyoga.com and you can subscribe there. And then you can join me on a retreat. Wouldn't that be fun? Yeah. So let's find our way into a cross-legged seat. Rolling the shoulders back. Find a nice long spine. We're going to be working on some twists today, maybe taking yourself into side crow if it feels good for you when you get there. Hands on the knees. Let's just open up the chest as you inhale. When you exhale, let your back round, chin to chest. Inhale, lifting up. Deep breath. And as you exhale this time, walk the hands out. Finding yourself into a fold. Deep breath in through the nose, letting it out through the mouth. 2 more times. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. And then inhale, walking yourself back. Lift both arms over the head, finding a full body stretch. As you exhale, twist yourself over to the left side. See if you can hold on to, you can do it. Hold on to your left leg, roll your shoulder back on the right arm, and then look up. As you exhale, draw yourself forward. So you're folding towards your left leg, pressing back into that left hand, coming up, exhale, coming forward. All the way up, all the way forward. Last time, drawing your chest up. And as you exhale forward this time, holding here, if you want to, taking your right elbow across so that it's on your left knee, and just bringing yourself into a prayer twist in this seat. Full breath in through the nose, let it out through the mouth. One last time, deep breath in. Exhale it out. And then inhale, sweep yourself back through center, long through the spine. Change the cross in your legs, finding a little bit more lift. And then as you exhale, forward fold. Let your chin drop. Inhale, drawing yourself back up. Reaching both arms. And when you're ready to exhale, twisting over to the right side this time, left hand onto your right knee, roll the shoulders back, finding that space, squeezing slightly, and then lifting up through the chest. Exhale, bringing yourself towards a fold on that right side. Coming back up. And exhale, coming down. 2 more times, lifting through the chest. Exhale, rolling yourself forward. Last time. As you come forward this time, you can hold there, or if it feels good, left elbow outside the right knee, bringing yourself into a prayer twist, squeezing tightly through the belly. One more full breath. Exhaling it all out. And then come back through center. Hands on the knees, lift up to the chest. And as you exhale, draw yourself over onto all fours. Spreading the fingertips wide, pressing into the fingers like you're trying to scoop out of the floor, and we'll inhale the chest forward, tailbone up. As you exhale, press into your hands like you're trying to slide them away from you to round through your back. Pressing in like you're trying to slide the hands towards you. Bring your chest forward. Exhale, rounding through the back. Keeping that going, I'm just going to turn my fan on so that maybe these flies will leave me alone. And then as it feels good, finding yourself back through center, drawing in tightly through the belly. Right leg's going to lengthen long behind you. I want you to think about bringing your shoulders forward, elbows back. So we're going to tuck the knee in first. Feel that squeeze. Send the leg back out, and then bend your elbows so your face is coming to the ground, and then press back up. Exhale, knee to chest. Send the leg out, bend the elbows. Knee to chest. 2 more, lengthen it out. Bend the elbows. Bring the knee in. Last time. So shoulders forward, tucking the knee in, lengthening back out through your right leg. Turn the toes to the right. Left toes can kick out to the side. Find a kneeling side plank. Lengthening up long. Maybe bringing the hand behind the head. One more full breath in. And then as you exhale, bringing the arm up, drop your right knee back down and slide your right arm under the left. Thread the needle, reaching long through the left arm. 2 more inhales here. And then slowly slide back through center. Finding all fours again, maybe wag your tail. And we're going to draw all of that over to the other side. So left leg will lengthen back behind you. Thinking about shoulders forward rather than elbows back. As you tuck the knee in, squeeze the belly, and then draw yourself forward. Taking it in. Shoulders forward. Pressing into the fingers, draw the knee in. All the way forward. Last time. And dropping those left toes down at the back. Turn the toes to the left, right toes can kick out for a kickstand, and then open yourself up, side plank. Maybe bring the left hand behind the head. And then as you're ready for it, lifting the arm back up, dropping the left knee, left arm under the right. Thread the needle. Two more long breaths here. My fan did not make these flies go away. One last breath in. Full breath out. Sliding yourself back through center, maybe wagging your tail. Spreading the fingers wide, tuck your toes, find downward facing dog. Pedal the legs out. Just bending one, straightening the other, making whatever movements you like in your down dogs. You can shake your head out. Maybe you can lift the tailbone a little higher, press the chest down, press the floor away. Long breath in. Let it all out. Looking forward as you inhale. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat. Find a halfway lift when you arrive. As you exhale, bend deep into your right knee. Left arm's going to lift up, coming into a twist. And then back through center, switching side. Left arm down, right arm up. Back through center, bend both knees, sweep the arms, find your chair pose. So I don't mind how deep your chair is. Sinking a little deeper if it feels okay. And then exhale, fold down. Halfway lifting as you inhale, flatten your back out. And then exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. Dropping to the knees if you prefer it. I'm going to take mine on my knees. Thinking shoulders forward, elbows back. Inhale, chest up. And exhale, sit yourself back into a child's pose. Take a couple of breaths here. So just as a reminder, you don't have to do chaturanga. You were at your house, you can do whatever you want. Maybe you're not doing anything and you're just laying down and listening to me talk and visualizing. One more round of breath in. Exhale everything out. Sliding back up through all fours. Tuck the toes, find downward facing. Right leg's going to lift high. Bend the knee, open up through the hip. Activating through your core, we're going to draw the knee across to the opposite elbow. Send it back up and open. And then step your foot to the top of your mat. Drop your left knee. Kneeling lunge, reach the arms. As you exhale, twist to the right. Staying right there, hands to prayer. Maybe it feels good to prayer twist, bringing the elbow outside the knee. Really squeeze in the belly. Coming back through center on your inhale. As you exhale, hands to the ground, shift yourself to half a split. And then you can shift forward and back a few times or hold in stillness if you prefer. As you shift into your half split, again, if you were taking it dynamically, think about your left toes, turning them out just slightly. Plant into your left hand and right leg's going to go all the way back, finding that kneeling side plank again. So bringing the right foot down. If you want, you can step into a full side plank. Right hand behind the head, creating some space. As you exhale, coming through center. Finding a plank if you want, on the knees if you prefer. Shoulders forward, elbows back. Inhale, chest up. Find downward facing dog. We'll take that to the other side. So left leg lifting up. Bend your knee, open up through your hip. Taking a moment there. Finding activation through the core, we're going to bring the left knee across to the right elbow. Send it back up, and then step your foot through. Kneeling lunge. Reach both arms. Deep breath. As you exhale, twist to the left. And then again, you can stay here or bring it into a prayer twist, elbow outside the thigh, squeezing through the belly. Two more deep inhales in. Full exhale out. One more. And then inhale back up through center. Exhale the hands down. Shifting back to half split. You can hold in your half split or move through it dynamically, whichever feels better for you right now. Noticing if this side feels different than the last. The next time you find yourself in your half split, taking your right hand down, right toes might kick out to the side a little bit, and we're going to float the left leg back into your kneeling side plank. Hand can come behind the head, creating some space through the front of the chest. And then exhaling to come back through center, shifting yourself through chaturanga if you want it, up dog or cobra, and finding downward facing dog. Pedal your legs, shake your head. Inhaling to look forward. As you exhale, step or hop yourself to the top of your mat, half lifting as you arrive. As you exhale, fold, bend your knees deep, sink yourself down into a chair, and then if it feels okay, come into a crouch. We're going to twist to the right in our crouch, so reaching right arm back, left arm forward, and then same thing as in that lunge. If it feels okay, elbow outside the knee, find a prayer twist, drawing the belly in. Next time that we come through this, we'll try our side crow. Come back through center, whoop, and we'll twist to the other side. Ooh, find your balance. Twisting to the left, palms to touch, squeeze the belly tight. One or two more breaths here, depending on your pace. And then draw yourself back through center. You can forward fold, or if you have a regular crow pose, you can draw yourself into it. Knees are trying to get as close to your armpits as you can. Think shoulders forward rather than elbows back. And then maybe you can find your way. Otherwise, just stepping back, chaturanga if you like it, or go straight to down dog. I'm going to skip this chaturanga. We're going to do the same thing we did before, but this time we're going to do it up in a crescent lunge. So reaching right leg high, bend the knee, open the hip for a moment, find that space, see if you can let your left heel sink down, and then knee across to the opposite elbow. Send it back up, and step your foot forward, crescent lunge. Reach both arms up. Twisting to the right, staying high, or finding your prayer twist, elbow outside the thigh, sinking a little lower. And then we'll draw back up. Hands onto the hips, straighten out through your front leg, finding your way to like a long pyramid pose. Hands can come to the ground. And then you're welcome to stay right here or bend and straighten a few times. Instead of going and holding for that side plank shape from the straight leg, we'll come back into our lunge, planting down through your left hand, turning your left toes to point to the right side, and then slide your right leg back. If it feels better, come down onto the knee, and maybe hand behind the head. Exhaling through center, chaturanga or straight to down dog. Ooh, moving to the other side when it feels good. Left leg lifting high. Bending the knee, opening up through the hip. Try to send your right heel down. And then we'll draw the knee across to the opposite elbow. Send it back up. And step your foot through. Find your crescent. Reaching both arms up. Long, deep breath in. And then we'll exhale, twist to the left. You can stay up high or bring your twist into a prayer shape. Squeezing through the belly. Coming back up through center, hands to the hips, straighten out through your left leg. You can walk the hands down. Maybe they can reach the floor. If you have blocks, that works too. And then you can hold here or bend and straighten, finding that long pyramid, and lunge. Maybe 2 more. And then sinking back into your lunge. Right hand's going to plant. You'll start to roll to the outside edge of your right foot. You can always drop the knee. Left foot's going to slide back. Side plank. Dropping the knee when you get there if it feels better. And then hand behind the head, creating space. As you exhale, come down through chaturanga or sit back into a child's pose. Breathing deep. One last long breath here. And then we're going to shift ourselves forward. Tuck your toes. Down dog. Just long enough to walk your hands back to your feet. Heel toe the feet in close together. And then we're going to sink ourselves down into our crouch again. So I'm going to turn myself to face you. If you know that you don't want to try the side crow, don't worry about it. You don't have to. You can stay in a crouch and just try with those twists. You can also take a chair twist if that feels better for you, if your knees aren't really into this. We're going to start by twisting to the right. So squeezing the belly in. You could even physically move it if you need to. Trying to get your left elbow outside the right knee as far as you can. Again, maybe physically moving your flesh out of the way. The further up your tricep that your knee is, the more you're going to be able to hold it. And then we'll plant both hands down. If you have the flexibility for it, you can bring the back elbow to your butt. Makes it a little bit easier because then you're not holding everything on one hand. And then I want you to think, just like we did in those like weird push-up things, shoulders are going to go forward rather than elbows back. So start to tip your shoulders forward, pressing into the hands. I like to lift my right foot up first, and then maybe your left foot can come, and your head can come to the ground if it needs to. When it feels good. Finding center, you can hold as long as you want. Trying it a few times. I'm just going to have a little break here, breathing. If you're still just holding a crouch, you're welcome to straighten your legs out. Before we move to the other side. 2 more deep inhales. And then as you're ready for it, finding your way back into that crouch. Bringing the feet as close as you can. And then we'll just take that over to the opposite side. So right elbow is going to try to go outside the left knee. Ooh, I'm going to fall backwards. Physically move your flesh out of the way. And try to get your knees high up towards your shoulder on the tricep as you can. Spreading the hands. Maybe you can bring your left elbow to the left hip. If not, that's okay. And then shoulders going forward rather than elbows back. We'll tip ourselves and maybe your left foot comes up. Maybe the right, maybe your head drops down. Whew. And you can try that a few times. I just ate right before this, so finding that twist and holding it is very challenging. If you are not playing with that side plank or side crow, go ahead and just take yourself to sitting on the heels or sitting all the way down. We'll take 3 more rounds of breath of whatever it is you're doing. And then if you're still playing, bringing yourself down, sitting on the heels or standing on the knees, but we're going to take our hands. You're going to face them palm up and then turn them towards you and bring the backs of your hands to your thighs, whether you're all the way up here or down here, and just let your shoulders relax. Maybe look up, stretching out the wrists the opposite direction. And then we'll release the hands out. Find your way over to a seat. Lengthening both legs out in front of you, bending the knees as much as you need to. We didn't stretch I guess we stretched our hamstrings quite a bit, so maybe your legs do want to be straight, but let's just grab hold, find some length, and find yourself forward, chin towards the chest. One more full breath in. Complete breath out. Drawing yourself back up. Bringing the left leg in, ankle across the opposite thigh. If it feels better to put your hand under your foot to support it, you can, and we'll just fold again. Noticing where you feel this. The next time that you inhale, drawing yourself up, keep your leg in this shape. We're going to bring left hand down, right arm will reach over. And then taking the right hand down, left arm reaching over. Seeing if maybe you can press the left knee down a little bit further. And then coming back through center, lengthening out through that left leg, give it a shake. And then taking right leg in, ankle across. Same thing as before. Maybe you take your hand under your foot to take the weight out of your thigh. And we'll just find length and fold ourselves over. Notice if this side feels different than the last. Trying to stay active through your left foot. Two more inhales, long and deep. Exhaling everything out. And then slowly sliding your way back up. Taking left hand down. Finding that side bend. See if you can press the right knee out. And then come back through center. Take it to the other side. And back through center again. Unwinding the legs. Bringing both feet flat down. Scoot your hips forward and just rock yourself onto your back. Taking the knees in. Maybe you draw them in circles in the same direction. If out away from each other feels good, you're welcome to do that as well. Seeing if you can find your breath. And then we'll take both feet flat. Bring them out towards the outside edge of your mat and let the knees drop in towards each other. Hands on the belly, feel the breath go all the way down to the belly, expanding. And letting it all go out by gently pulling your belly in. Feeling the low belly and pelvic floor, maybe lift up towards the ribs and then inhale to expand again. Seeing if you can let those legs relax a little bit more, let your jaw relax, your shoulders. The next time that you inhale, draw the legs back in. Feet flat down, knees pointing straight up, arms by your sides. We're just going to take a little bridge pose, so pressing into the heels. Find expansion through the front of the belly, filling it up with air as you inhale. We compressed through that core a lot, so we're just finding expansion again. And then when you exhale, draw your hips back down. Take the soles of the feet together, knees wide. And if you like, grab hold of your thighs like you're really gripping them with your fingers. Thumbs are on the inside edge of your thigh. Fingertips are on the outside edge of your thigh. And then press the legs away. One more full round of breath in. And exhale everything out. Releasing the hands. You can slide the legs out if you like. And just find yourself into a comfortable Shavasana shape. I'm going to lead you through a couple rounds of breath, and then you'll be able to relax. If you want to just stay here for a while, longer than I am giving you, you're welcome to. But please, 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 just make sure you comment and like. Inhaling deeply in through the nose, fill yourself up. Holding your breath at the top. As you feel that inner urge, let it all out through the mouth. And we'll do that two more times. Inhaling really deeply. Maybe this one is longer than the last. Maybe an extra sip in. Holding the breath. And then letting it all out. Last time, deep breath in. Feeling a little bit more. A little bit more. And let it all out. And just release. Let your breath come naturally. Letting your thoughts float by. The next time that you inhale, start to bring movement back into your body. Just like I said before, you're welcome to stay here for a long time if you want. If you're ready to move on, we'll reach the arms over the head, find a full body stretch. And then bend both of your knees, taking the knees up, feet flat. Rock yourself off onto your left side. Just take a moment there. And when you're ready, pressing up, finding your seat. Rolling the shoulders back, and we'll take a deep breath in together. Reach the arms over your head, find length. As you exhale, shake it out. And then drawing the hands, one on top of the other, your heart center. Taking a moment to remind yourself that you are enough. You're worthy of everything you want in this life. And I want you to go out and give them hell. Thank you all so much for spending some time with me. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your month. I'll see you in September. Let me open my app so that I can turn this off. Have a great day. I love you. Goodbye.